I overheard her tell a friend, I'll dump him after the Europe trip he paid for. I canceled her ticket that night and went alone. She called screaming from the airport. I texted her a selfie from the Louvre. Thanks for the recommendations. And yeah, that's exactly how this whole mess started. One stupid overheard sentence that cracked my entire world open like a dropped snow globe. My name's Ethan, and if there's one thing I've learned in the last few months, it's that nothing, absolutely nothing, hits harder than hearing the person you love casually schedule your destruction like it's a dentist appointment. I'd spent a year planning that trip. A literal year. Late-night spreadsheets, price alerts, balancing freelance gigs with my actual job just to make it all perfect. Funny how you can devote hundreds of hours to making memories for someone who already decided you were disposable before you even packed your suitcase. It happened on a Tuesday night. I'd told my girlfriend, Jenna, that I had a late work call. I kept my headset on and my mic muted because I was finalizing a reservation for a restaurant she'd pinned months ago. I wanted to surprise her. Yeah, I know. I wish I could go back in time and smack the optimism out of myself. While I was searching for confirmation email, I heard her laugh from the living room. Not just any laugh. This bright, conspiratorial giggle she only used with her best friend, Alyssa. I wasn't even eavesdropping. I literally just had muted the headset fully, and suddenly I heard Jenna's voice like she was sitting right next to me. 2 more weeks of pretending, she said, like she was complaining about a work shift. After the Europe trip he paid for, I'm dumping him. Probably the same day we get back. I already moved half my stuff to my mom's. There was a pause while Alyssa said something I couldn't hear, and then Jenna added, he's so clueless, so desperate to make everything perfect. It'll be clean, and I want those pictures for Instagram. Duh, they'll look great with my new page theme. I swear I felt my soul freeze, like someone poured ice water through my veins. But then she kept going. She kept going. She started talking about the guy she'd been texting behind my back. Tyler, some wannabe entrepreneur from her gym who bragged about flipping NFTs and owed me money from a group dinner months ago. Apparently he had drive, unlike me, because I guess working 2 jobs to take your girlfriend across Europe is totally lazy now. She talked about how once she ended things with me. She and Tyler were planning a Miami trip. A real vacation, she said. Meanwhile, the boring Europe itinerary I'd spent months building was just something she felt she had earned. Not appreciated. Earned. Like I was her employer paying out a travel bonus. The thing is, I didn't explode. I didn't storm out. Something inside me went very still. It wasn't heartbreak anymore. It was data, intel, a map of exactly who she was. And once that switch flipped, I realized confronting her would only give her an audience for her lies. Jenna loved 2 things, attention and control, so I took both away. I walked out of my office, kissed her on the forehead, smiled like a man completely unaware. She smiled back. God, she was good at that. Then I went to bed, waited for her to fall asleep, and quietly canceled her plane ticket. Every booking, every hotel, every museum reservation, every train ride. Gone for her. Transferred credits, adjusted names, removed passenger 2. I didn't rage. I didn't cry. I did logistics. And by the time the sun came up, my bag was packed in the trunk of an Uber, and I was halfway to the airport while she was still drooling on her pillow. She called me 20 times at 7 a.m. when she realized her ticket didn't exist. I didn't answer until I landed in Paris. And when I did, I kept it simple. Calm. Surgical. She screamed, sobbed, accused, demanded, tried guilt, tried threats, tried sweet-talking, cycling through every manipulation technique she had like she was scrolling a menu. I just told her, maybe Tyler can book you something. I hear he has ambition. Then I ended the call and blocked her. In Paris, I did the thing she never understood. I actually enjoyed the trip. I walked for hours. I got lost. I ate what I wanted. I sat in cafes without rushing. I went to Louvre alone and felt free, truly free. The museum had this warm, ancient silence that made my whole life feel small and fixable. And then standing in front of the Mona Lisa, this tiny painting that survived centuries of idiots, wars, and egos. I pulled out my phone, took a selfie, and sent her with the line, "Thanks for recommendations." Blocked her again for good measure. That picture hit harder than shouting ever could. Alyssa left me a voicemail calling me a monster, because apparently quietly removing yourself from someone's scam is cruelty now. Jenna's mom emailed me saying Jenna was shattered and that I should forgive true remorse. I deleted the email mid-sentence. Weeks passed. Europe changed me more than I expected. Amsterdam gave me space. Switzerland gave me clarity. Italy gave me peace. And coming home, it didn't feel like coming back. It felt like I outgrew the old version of myself entirely. I moved to a new apartment. Started running. Started eating better. I didn't even miss her. Not in the way people miss an ex. More like how you miss a mistake once you stop making it. 2 months later, I bumped into Jenna at a grocery store. It was random, ridiculous, almost cliché. I was picking out an avocado, minding my own business, and suddenly she was standing there with a hand basket and eyes that looked like she hadn't slept in days. She tried to talk, tried to apologize, tried to cry. She talked about how empty she felt and how Tyler ghosted her right after the airport fiasco. She said she missed us, even though she never valued us while she had me. She asked for 5 minutes. Just 5, and I meant when I said, "I'm sorry, I'm in a rush." She tried again, reaching for my arm, but I stepped aside gently and pointed toward the express lane. That line is shorter. That was it. No dramatic speech. No last emotional uppercut. Because the truth is, when someone becomes irrelevant to your peace, hurting them feels pointless. The real ending to all this wasn't in a museum selfie, or a block number, or a perfect comeback. It happened right there in that grocery store aisle, holding an avocado, realizing she had absolutely no hold on me anymore. The silence inside me finally felt like freedom. I thought about my dinner that night. I thought about the book waiting on my coffee table. I thought about my next trip, which I'd take with someone who actually deserved it one day. And for the first time in years, I didn't think about her at all.